Terve ja hyvää iltaa. This is Mika Toukola and we're watching some Blockbuster 2. It's level 116 of Chips Challenge in Lynx mode. Now before we get into this solution, I want to skip ahead and show something at the end. And this is the second room, and as you can see, the level is full of block pushing on ice, and that has a whole bunch of timing issues involved in Lynx. And this tile here is not filled in this method that I've used to solve the level. In MS it is, but in Lynx it saves only like 12 moves, and it takes more moves than that to get it filled in. So I do an alternate way of solving this. It is possible to be filled in Lynx, but because of the lack of boosting, the blocks kill chip much easier, and it takes longer to avoid that. So once I figured out that this is how I wanted to solve the level, I needed a new way to get this chip, or at least to calculate what the fastest way to get to this simple chip here. It's simple because like you can just go and get it from wherever. And in MS, the way you get it is from this tile you go over to this chip, and then you come down and fetch it this way and then come back. And that's pretty good because of the boosting and stuff. In Lynx, you only get to this tile coming up from this button here, so it's not that much of a stretch to go and get it from here, even though there's another chip over here, and you get over here and you could get it like this, which is faster in Lynx than just coming like this. But since we get on this button anyway, it's pretty fast to come and get it this way. Except sometimes in life things are even simpler than you think, and my mistake here is that coming from here, I should just come and go fetch the chip and then come onto this button, instead of going all the way down here and then getting it. And that like loses 7 moves. And even though this is the bold route at the time of recording, this at least a second can be gained. And as you can see, 7 moves won't help gain 2 seconds, but 1 second for sure. Now, I did make some mistakes with the timing. Like there was at least one mistake that might have cost 1.5 moves earlier in the route, so because of the timing with the blocks. So maybe if I fix that, I might be able to score 696, but at least 695 should be doable, and I'm going to try to do that now. However, before I get into that, I want to give you a few tips on how to solve the level if you just want to solve it and don't worry about the time. One of the issues with solving this is once you start cloning blocks, everything gets clogged up and it's really hard to get any more blocks. So pressing this button will clone another block over here, and you can use these blocks, like just get one every now and then. And let's see, and then you can start filling in these water tiles up here to fetch many of these chips like this, and just get one block at a time using this method. I forgot to clone, going around like this. And then once you've gotten those 2 that are up there, you can bring the last block up through here and get these. So just make sure to get those 2. Anyway, then for a quicker solution, I'll just show you the second room because that's trickier. This method should be like 2, maybe 3 seconds slower than what I'll show you later. See, this part right here is pretty nice and nifty, but all you have to do is run without any delays and it works. There, this way we got this one. Oh, I forgot to block slap it. You can block slap that. Oh wait, did I forget to? Yeah. Well, you get the idea how to do this second room. Now I still want to show you behavior in Lynx that doesn't work in MS. In MS, nothing would happen if you pushed this block. It would just get rammed on the ice. But in Lynx, you can block slap this there, and then put this up there. Yeah. So let's get on and try to get this score. Let's see if I remember the first room. So this is attempt number 1. There's some Lynx block echo right there, which can't be avoided. Oh, we come this way. I had a little pause there. I didn't remember what to do. This first room is heavily influenced by the MS method. There's very little differences. Just make sure you don't bump into the splashes from the blocks, and there's some block echo right there. But the method is practically identical. Otherwise, it's I can't take credit for this. Okay, this is the first time I'm getting into the second room. I will just go for the best method. Let's see if I can get it. No! I was a little nervous there. I went down when I shouldn't have. Oh boy, that wasn't bad. Up into the second room. This is my second attempt in this room, and this part is really hard. Yep. This is my third attempt in the second room. So I've messed up there, but I'll just practice the timing here. I got it. Okay. 694. So this will be my... Oh, shouldn't be talking. This is my fourth attempt in the second room. This is my fifth attempt in the second room. This is my seventh attempt in the second room. No! Here we go. Eighth attempt in the second room. Nope. And I believe this will be my ninth time in the second room without any big losses. Okay, that's the type of little mistake I had earlier. Here we go. Maybe we'll score a record by 1 second, but not the... What? No! My keyboard! I just... Oh! Oh, boy. Sometimes my keys just don't work. Oh, I would have had a record there. Oh well. And that was like my seventh attempt since the last time I got into this second room. Ah, and there again you see the... Yeah, I'm not very motivated to finish off after messing up like that. That was like my 13th attempt that got me all the way up to the second room. Here we go, maybe the 14th or 15th attempt that gets me up to the second room, and that's why you remember when my first attempt worked, I was very happy. Okay, one more try. Is like my 15th time getting up to the second room. Still no success. That's fine. I'll get it sometime. Nani? Okay. Here we go again. What's exciting about this recording is I have no clue when I will succeed, and whatever I say during that attempt will be what is kept in the video for posterity. I've pretty much lost count on how many times I've now gotten to this second room, but let's cross our fingers and hope for the best. Ooh, okay, so that timing worked. Okay, now just be careful. My heart is racing really fast. There we go.
The Marsh.
That's what we were trying to do. And onward. Wow, it does really feel good to just have scored that. But anyway, let's watch the Marsh. And here you'll see some extra block slaps like that. And some, I have to say, pretty sweet considerations with the dirt. So, obviously the differences to MS and this Lynx version of the level have to do with how you avoid the animation delay, the splash delay with the blocks. Otherwise, it's pretty much based on the MS solution. Just a block slap here and a block slap there, and that's all you gotta do. Oh, I bet that's setting up for a block slap. There we go. I love the name of this level compared to like what the level is. It really feels like a marsh. Nothing more to say about that. And we go on to misdirection. Here I just want to show a quick thing. If you try to play the standard way from MS, you go this way, and no, you get killed by a paramecium. And why did it kill us? Well, there was a blob in this trap, and you can either have a blob or a fireball. Even the tank, I think, can get into the trap, and the paramecium kills Chip. But if you're lucky, the trap is empty and the paramecium gets stuck there itself, like so. And you can score an extra second. Here we go. So this is one of the few places where in Lynx random element allows for a different path to be taken than in MS. For me, that's pretty interesting. Onward, slide step. Now it took me forever to find this bold route, and now that I have it, it really looks, I have to say, basic. It's not that different from the MS one, but it's just something in the ice room had me confused. And sometimes when you optimize a level, and if you miss something and you go on to the other variations, it just you just missed it, and you have to go back and reevaluate your decisions. But here we go, and the solution here is pretty different than MS because of lack of boosting on force floors right after you've been on ice, and of course also backwards boosting, but mainly because of the lack of boosting after ice. You really have to do what the level was intended to do and go through all these paths like so, and then just teleport your way to victory. Onward. Alphabet soup. Oh, that's right, I haven't saved the actual solution for this, but I want to show you this other solution. Now in MS, the quickest solution relies on getting a glider to blow up. Well, a glider presses trap buttons that freeze the way for Chip. And here I was exploring how to do that in Lynx, and it was a little bit too complicated to actually be of use, but I did it. I had to first go and put a block in place so the glider goes and bounces off the block and kill this. I mean, not kill that teeth. I get it stuck in a trap so the glider doesn't get there, and I had to delay the glider enough so the teeth was already in the trap. It's really complicated, and I actually managed a time of 9:40 by not having Chip press the trap buttons, but of course just the normal solution will score 9:42, so it wasn't of any use. Now I have to admit, I do not understand the MS solution completely, so there might be a way to do it in Lynx. I just don't know how. Let's just see if I can score this now. So I'm playing live, and I want to see if I remember how to get this bold. Here we go. Pick up the key. What? Oh, I hate it when that happens. My computer just stops reacting to the key presses. That was totally not my fault. It was the computer's fault. It takes the active window, like there's some kind of program running in the background, and it activates. I'm so not going to remember which way to go on the teleports. It's been like 3 days, I think, since I played the level. But then again, I did play it for several hours, so there is some hope here. Yeah. And here we go. Let's see if I remember this part. No! What did I do wrong? I guess I was a little late. I have to go in front of the pink ball, so I have to be just behind this fireball. Okay, let's give it another go. At least we remembered the teleports correctly. Here we go. And that guy doesn't kill me. Here we go. Chip and hidden key and chips in corners. I bet someone could make a song out of describing how a level is played. There we go. Now let's hope for this door to be open. Yeah, it was. I think the random force floors have an effect on when that door is open, but I haven't bothered figuring it out. I've just tried it, and this time it worked. We restart to just check that it's 9:42. And then I guess I'll do one more level. Perfect match. It's an untimed level, and you'll see how a block slap right there saves the day. And if you missed it, it's coming up again. There we go. Everything's closed, everything's fine. In Lynx, it takes quite a while to fill up the center area if you want to use the alternate solution to the level, making like 200 Fireballs. Anyway, I think that's it for today. Thanks for joining me, and next time we're going to be going on to Totally Fair.